All right, let's get to Hot Topics now. So,
I love this story.
yeah, this is so weird. A 27-year-old student was arrested for getting free KFC every day for a year. Arrested. According to multiple reports, the man claimed to be a food quality inspector from the head office. They allege the man would wear a suit and often arrive in a limo.
Yep.
He managed to fool KFC staff into providing free meals for him by providing an ID card that read head office so that he could check that the chicken was up to snuff. He managed to find different KFC outlets across South Africa using the same story each time. That's where this happened. A Kenyan journalist shared the ruse on his Twitter page. The post went viral, receiving nearly 20,000 retweets, more than 43,000 likes. Most Twitter users praise the man, though, for being so creative. But he's a student?
Yeah.
That's what we had. He is a student in South Africa.
How did he get? How does he come up with a limo?
Well, if you're saving all the money not having to buy your KFC, you're putting it toward your limo fund.
Oh, it's a friend who had the limo. I'm being told.
A
friend had the limo. Well, that was I mean,
you
if you're going to go to prison,
I'll bring the chicken.
If I'm going to do time, is that the heist? I want to.
Well, I wonder what actual charges he's going to face, because are they going to add up the price of food that he has stolen over the year?
Like in America, it's what, $600, then it becomes a felony.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, maybe it would add up to that. I don't know what the rules are. There.
Yeah, we don't know.
The sexiest and least sexy accents in the U.S. have been ranked. Big 7 Travel released their findings. Number 1 sexiest accent is Texas.
Ooh.
They described the typical Texan saying it's a southern accent with a twist. Tennessee was number 20.
Okay.
Somehow, Kentucky was number 26. I don't know how that works. The company describes folks living in the Commonwealth to have a smooth drawl and long vowels, which sound like a mix of Midwestern and Southern tones. 5 million social media followers voted the Boston to be the second sexiest accent in the country. Fuck the car. Oh, yeah. You know, nothing gets you hot and bothered like when a guy talks like that.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's funny. I guess it's all in where you're from, what you find sexy. To us, if someone talks like that, I'm not thinking it's sexy. I'm just mesmerized. I'm like, you really talk that way?
I will show you after the show, but if you go to the Boston, I think it's Boston Globe's Twitter page, there you got a picture of this story with Mark Wahlberg.
Love him.
You know, because they're very proud that the second sexiest out.
What's your first language?
I don't know. Accent. Anyway, but underneath is this female comic, and she does the accent.
Excellent.
Oh, it is so funny. I wish I could remember her name. Anyway, God bless you, ma'am. She's killing it on the internet.
Good for you.
You'll love her.
Good for you.
She does this whole thing about her mom, how her mom shops, and so she puts these clips together. Really,
nice.
I'm going to find her name and give her the credit.
Unbelievable. It is funny though with Southern accents. You know, you just think, oh, Southern accents, but it is interesting how state to state everybody does it a little bit different.
God bless him. I miss him so much. My good friend Tim Wilson did this better than anybody. He could go from region to region and give you a great impression of those accents.
I want to say, former SNL guy, I want to say, is it Fred Armisen?
Yeah.
He was on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was on Fallon one night, and he nailed all the different accents in the South. He was like, some of them are, you know, going up.
Yep.
I'm gonna go up. Yeah. And he was like, and I'm fixing to. Love it. My favorite is the Georgia accent. My uncle's from Georgia, and I love it. Pecca's boy.
Oh.
My uncle's father's name was Pecca.
Don't say
it was his nickname.
Okay.
Relax. All right.
Relax. Well, go ahead.
Getting you hot and bothered. All right, our next hot topic.
Well, it's that accent.
I know. Okay, our next hot topic today, Game of Thrones fans, look at this. Spoiler alert ahead in case you're not ready for this.
I didn't see this. That's his real hand, I bet.
He's got a third hand. Some more Game of Thrones news. 1 week after an editing error left that modern Starbucks coffee cup in Game of Thrones, fans are wondering if they've caught another error. Here it is. With the return of Jaime Lannister's hand, a picture showing Jaime and Cersei Lannister hugging was released in a behind-the-scenes image. It shows what appears to be Jaime's right hand on Cersei's back just before the two were crushed by rubble.
But he lost that hand, see? It's supposed to be this golden artificial hand. Not his real hand.
People notice, though, in this, so the hand is back. So Twitter users pointed out the apparent mistake. wasn't in the show.
Okay.
So, it didn't make it in the show, but it is in one of these publicity images.
There's a lot of continuity things going wrong.
That show, from what I hear, is so involved and intense, and every episode, I mean, come on, they're going to make a mistake.
The way they make they shoot a whole season, right? I mean, consecutively. It ends up costing about the equivalent of a major Hollywood movie, like
I'm sure.
$200-300 million. Which how much money is HBO making
I know,
that
to be
they
able
can
to do
afford
that.
the production of a $300 million project? I know it's all subscription because there's no advertising. How in the world do they recoup this?
I mean, they've got a lot of folks watching, I guess. And with Game of Thrones popularity, I mean, they've probably gotten lots of new people, because I've even been tempted. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like, well, if I want to watch the show, I have to get HBO.
Well, you should do it.
You should do it.
I did it.
Good.
An unlikely friendship started this week when a rescue dog and a deer played a game of tag in Lakewood, Florida, residents' backyard. The owner of the dog, Ethan Cole, watched as his dog ran back and forth along the fence with the deer on the other side. Says he was surprised to see them playing together, watching a few moments before pulling out his phone to tape the encounter.
That's so funny.
The animals played tag for about 2 minutes before stopping, running at full speed the entire time.
I don't think I've ever seen a fawn playing like this. Usually they run away because they're so scared to be near you. Oh, that's so funny. I guess it felt protected with the fence.
With the fence. That's what it's like I'm teasing the dog, and you can't get me.
This is the best day of that dog's life. He's
yes.
yes.
Got a new buddy.
An Ohio teenager lost more than 100 pounds thanks to walking to school each day. Here he is. Awesome. Michael Watson is 6 feet 4 inches tall.
Yep.
2 years ago, he looks like he does in the left photo. He weighed 335 pounds. He says his self-confidence was very low and he was frequently bullied because of his weight. Well, he committed to walking to and from school every day, which was 20 minutes each way, so 40 minutes a day. He has now lost 115 pounds. By the way, today is his 18th birthday, so a big old happy birthday to Michael. That is awesome. Good for him.
All right.
If he was feeling his self-esteem low and was being bullied, which no one should bully you no matter what. Bullies are losers and stupid. Good for him.
Yeah. Took the initiative.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what you want to see in young people.
Consistency, too.
The Oscars could remain hostless in 2020. ABC's entertainment head told Variety magazine that they will not mess with that format to the best of our ability. Said this year's Oscars telecast was up in the ratings compared to last year. Comedian Kevin Hart was supposed to be the host, but he stepped down after controversial tweets from nearly a decade ago resurfaced.
Yeah, I think when they didn't have a host, everybody was like, oh, how's this going to go? I think it moved along at a better clip, because that's a big complaint oftentimes with the Oscars, is that it goes on too long. It's hours and hours and hours and hours.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that.
I thought it was fine.
When she was up there, it was fantastic.
Oh, she's amazing. I feel like she and Amy Poehler need to host every award show every year.
Her, Amy Poehler, and Maya Rudolph. Why not let those ladies host it? They're hilarious.
They're so awesome.
Because the moments you miss are the moments comics will capitalize on when there's something that's sad or funny or a little awkward. Those are the moments that they can improvise, and then you're missing out on that opportunity, and it's somebody that the audience connects to, so let them make the mistake. That's on them. Those are today's hot topics. Coming up, we're going ziplining.
Yes, we are. We're going to tell you how you can too in the Red River Gorge. That's next here on Live Between